EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
13.
Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's able to bring to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Steeler defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Charles, Thursday night game,
think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No, we changed it. No, we changed it.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Ravens at 8-2 on the year. They coming off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortune. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Sit up! Finish it up! Yo. Hey, report! Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. Metcalf motions left. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Pass caught. It's been Str8t. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Partner took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one out wide and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
We changed it. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henry up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
You change it. Report.
Here's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him come out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw is Howard. Off play action. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
And the Steelers first down.
These two teams all tied after one.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18
Off play action. Howard. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good for Steelers. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Looking to throw. Howard. Screen play. Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. In motion, the tight end. Johnson. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. it again. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point now by Boswell. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, first and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion goes the tight end. Howard now off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Steelers.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
Power, off play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good, because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A first down carry for Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Jackson. Working end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 8. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 79 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. On his loop for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Tyler Root picking up for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now they'll shift things around. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Str8t, the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Howard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down to the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive line and creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 34-yard line, here's a second and 8. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Johnson again on second down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Howard from the gun on third down. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Down the right sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The busy night continues for Johnson. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw is Howard. Off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
12 more yards. Another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Metcalf motions left. Again, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Howard. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
180! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Taken down at the
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
180!
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
We all look at a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Hey, sit hot! 180! Hey, sit hot! Alpha!
They'll try and run for it with Henry. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Oh, my God. Sit hot! Hot! Sit hot!
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Hey, sit hot!
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Howard. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Howard. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense